Welcome to the Joy Fueled Resilient Woman podcast. I'm Dr. Phyllis, your coach. I have really been thinking a lot about you as we enter into, I can't even say we're entering, we're here into the holiday season. At the time that you'll hear this, Thanksgiving has passed, which I pray that you've had a blessed Thanksgiving with your family. And in the past episodes, I've talked about the power of silence. And the Holy Spirit has continued to put on my heart the importance of rest, the importance of taking time. And so, in today's episode, as you are in the thick of holiday planning, and maybe you are leading or coordinating holiday activities, or even maybe this is the first holiday that you've had without someone special still here. It could be the loss of a loved one. It could be the loss of a relationship. It could be a change or loss of job. It could be the loss or change of finances. Whatever it is, your mind is swirling. Have you found yourself having so much pressure in your head you just can't think? Have you wanted to just curl up in a ball in the bed and not get up? Have you found yourself so edgy that you just almost don't even want anyone to talk to you because you're just almost on guard, like it'll be one more thing that someone is asking you to do? Or maybe you're just feeling depleted. Maybe you're feeling badly because as you look back over the past year, we're in December, and with everything swirling around, you just feel like you need some light as you're going into the new year, that you don't want the new year to be the same as last year. That you just need to feel that there's hope, that you're growing, that you can see yourself growing. Do you feel like you're stuck, like you're not growing? Like your creativity seems to be just stagnant? Or do you feel like you're stuck in a job or a relationship or a season of life where you just you just don't know? So much so that, as I said, you just have this pressure or this feeling of impending doom or just fatigue, so tired, so dog tired that it's taking everything that you've got to jump back on that treadmill or get back to that full plate of all the things that you have to do. Well, I'm here, sis. I see you. I see you. And it is never too late. There's nothing too big for God. And I'm not just saying that because often we as Christians will tell each other, "Oh, there's nothing too big for God." Yet someone will say that to you, but then they move on about their business. But I'm here to tell you, sis, I see you and I'm here for you. And know that this season, that thought, that mindset will not last forever. It doesn't have to. And I know for myself that during this time of the year, especially during the fall, can be kind of heavy. Although my father passed in May of 2002, and I don't know why I just said that. It's a blur sometimes because my son was born the same year that my dad passed away. And I'm sharing that just so you know, we all have our moments. But my dad passed. How could I forget, right? I didn't even forget, but how could I say that? My dad passed on my birthday, November 5th of 2002. And again, they're so joined because my son was born in May of 2002 and my dad passed away the same year. And so my dad passed on my birthday, which has passed, that was in November. And then my mom's birthday would have been, um, well, it is still her birthday. As people say, her heavenly birthday on November 21st. So that was before Thanksgiving. So the fall part of the year can be, even if it's not in the front of my mind, it's in my heart, that a reminder. Thanksgivings are a reminder, Christmas is of a reminder of days gone by when mom was cooking and or we were going to different families' homes for set routines. And holidays can just be hard when you've lost someone. Or as I said, when you've lost a relationship or or there's something else that's happened monumental that you're going through right now. And for me recently, I had to do what I'm always telling you all to do is coach myself. And that's what my prayer is, to equip you with the tools so that when you hit these moments that you are equipped to coach yourself and encourage yourself. So, I want to share with you from a different perspective of what I've talked about over the past weeks is taking an intentional pause for the cause. And the cause is you. I had to do that. I had to do that. I had to take a pause. There was a day that I just had to take a break. I was off for a series of days and I took some time for myself. In anticipating the break, I had all these things on my list that I was going to do, and I was going to clean this, I was going to do that. I'm still taking care of some of my parents' affairs and business and things that needed to be done. Um, and my own home affairs, things that need to be done and parenting and spousing, all of that. I don't know if that's a word, but and working, and it can be a lot. But I had to take a pause for the cause of me. I had to give myself the permission because I could feel my head was pounding, my chest was feeling a little tight, yet I know quickly that that means I need to take a pause. So if you're feeling that today, sis, there is no honor in ignoring that. There's no honor in ignoring that. You need to give yourself some time. Now, I am a believer and I push so much for you to find 15 minutes here or 15 minutes there. And that is important. And I still believe, at the very least, if you can give yourself at least 15 minutes, but I'm going to push you to make the investment that you need to give yourself a chance to take a pause. If that means getting away for a couple of hours, then you need to do it. You need to do it. You have to do it. Because before you can even really take advantage of the things that we talked about, the connection with God that we talked about over the previous weeks, you have to in- intentionally take a pause. So I am going to be pushing you to take a pause. If that means taking half a day, you need to take it. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I know that we hold on to sick days because, and you may be limited on the sick days. I understand that you can take, but we usually try to save them up so that, if our kids have an emergency or if another family member has an emergency, infrequently do you take it off, right? If you're like me, and I know you are, infrequently do we take it off for ourselves. Just like vacation, infrequently do we take vacation off for ourselves. We take it off to do something for the kids, or if there's some other event that's going on, that infrequently do we take it off for ourselves. So I know you, because we're alike. And I want you, if you are feeling that pounding in your head, the tightness in your chest, after you make sure you go to the doctor and make sure everything is okay, I want you to take a pause. As I said, if it means taking a sick day, I'm saying it, because mental health is just as important as physical health. You have to do it. There's only one of you. You have to do it. Or on the weekend, as you're running around, your plate is full, you have to create some spaces. The holidays I know are crazy, all the expectations, all the invitations that you're getting to events. I need you to take a pause. If it's, you've heard me say this before, if it's getting up earlier in the morning so that you can just have a moment before everybody gets up so that you can regroup, do it. Do it. Because I will continue to push you that when you're driving in your car, be very mindful of what you're listening to, create that space of some time of, of transition, as I've talked about. Yet I also want you to create space for yourself to take a pause. Sometimes the best, I won't even say sometimes, the best gift you can give yourself for the holidays is stepping off the treadmill. Step off the treadmill. Step off. It's okay. Step off just for a moment to take a pause, to regroup, to refresh, to take a deep breath. Because when you do that, you regain perspective. You regain perspective. Or with that full plate, sometimes it's okay. Just take some of it off your plate. I really am talking to you from the depth of my heart, sis, that I want you to take a pause for the cause. You are too important because you need a chance to refuel and for God to talk to you. For, as I said, you regain perspective. I see it as when you take a pause, you get from down deep. Just imagine that life is a story, it's a play. And sometimes you need to get off the stage in the midst of being all in the scene and in the act and move up to the balcony so that you can gain perspective. It will make a difference. And I know, sis, that you will not regret it. In the previous episode, I talked about the courage of being in silence. I am giving you permission, and I want you to take my permission and use it as a key to unlock your pause for the cause of you. Your wellness is not an option. Your wellness is not you being a wimp or being soft or not being resilient. Your wellness is critical for you to fulfill the purpose that God has called you for, He's created you for, so that you can find joy. You can have joy. You can be present. You can continue to grow. Because no matter what's going on around us, sis, 2025 is your year to grow and prosper. I'm claiming it for you. This is your year. Now you need to claim it. You need to claim it. And when you claim it and begin to do the work, that internal work of mind, body, and spirit, the work that you need to do to grow and tap into joy, you're going to be able to do and serve and care for those that are most important in life. And you will also be able to prosper and live with no regrets and walk in your purpose. I look so forward to continuing to work with you as we close out 2024 and as we open the door to a new year of possibilities in 2025. And I need you to take a pause for the cause of you. I love you. I see you. I'm praying for you. And I'll see you next week on the Joy Fueled Resilient Woman podcast. Take care. Bye-bye.